So you want to be a team captain, or you got talked into becoming one? Either way, we want to provide some helpful tips on how to become a great team captain. First, let's talk about the why behind the what. I think we would all agree that camp is about way more than just the fun stuff. We want our students to experience God and to be open towards all that He has for them. But I don't think we can overlook the importance of everything that leads up to the services each night. You see, if a student has fun and they're building friendships with other campers, they're going to be more likely to have an open heart and an open mind towards all that God has for them during the services. So as a team captain, your job is to help them to have fun and create a culture of friendship within your team, win or lose. So what does it take to be a great team captain? I think preparation is a huge part of that. I would challenge you to come spiritually, mentally, and physically prepared. Spiritually, I would challenge you to spend some time with the Lord leading up to camp for your students, for your counselors, and for yourself. Listen, I prayed that God would do some of His greatest work in me, and it was those years that God did something great in me that I saw God do some of the coolest things in the lives of my counselors and students. See, everything that God does in you as a team counselor trickles down to the people that you'll be leading during the week. There's going to be students and counselors that come to camp absolutely empty, and you want to be full of the Spirit of God, to pray for them, to encourage them, and to be an extension of God's love to them. Mentally and physically, it's kind of a big deal because exhaustion is something you're likely going to experience every day. Everybody's going to be exhausted. But as the team captain, you set the tone for your team as far as energy, excitement, enthusiasm go. So I would say do whatever you have to do to stay well caffeinated, energized, and ready for each day. I would also remind yourself that camp is only 5 days long, and that Friday, when it comes, you can go home, curl up in bed, and sleep all day Saturday. So remind yourself in those moments that it's just for a short period of time. Remember that somebody else is relying on you to come energized and excited each day. Secondly, prepare everyone on your team with your team color. Colors are usually announced 1 to 2 weeks in advance of camp. Please be patient with the ISM staff. There's a lot that goes into camp as far as organizing teams and assigning colors. As soon as you find your team color, tell everyone on your team, students, counselors, or leaders from other churches that'll be on your team, what your color is. Make sure that they know it, and then encourage them to wear their team color for each day of the week, to pack clothes for each day of the week that has their team color on it. As a team captain, lead the way. The quickest way to lose your team is for you and your counselors to not set the tone. Be creative and don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself. Your students will love it. As a team counselor, we were the red team, and we did creative days like Cowboys and Indians, or a day where we dressed up as Roman soldiers. Bring props. The funnier, the better. Lastly, I would encourage you to come prepared to empower people on your team. Listen, as a team captain, you have a ton of responsibilities and things that you need to make happen. And you need to understand that you have limitations as a leader. You can't do everything, nor can you be everywhere at once. And so I would encourage you to utilize and empower other counselors on your team and even sharp campers on your team and assign them to specific roles. After your first initial meeting on Monday night, I would huddle all of your counselors together and I would give them the talk. Remind them of the important role that they play, that they're the thermostat and they set the tone for their team. I would help build a bridge between the fun stuff that they do during the day and what God wants to do at night. And help them understand that the team that plays hard also prays hard. Then I would take an analysis of who's on your team and look for 3 different personality types. 1, your Energizers. These are the people that are energetic. They're the people that don't mind making fools of themselves. They can be loud, they can be boisterous, they can be great dancers, they can have different talents like backflipping, and set them out front where they can set the energetic tone for your team. Then I would look for a few key organizers who are strong leaders and have them organize your team during the team competitions. And then lastly, everybody else, plug them in, throw them behind your group or in the midst of your group, and their job is to keep everybody engaged. Maybe they're chasing down some stragglers or they're taking somebody to the nurse, but they take care of everything else. So there's 3 tips on how to be prepared as a team captain. Get ready for this year because it's going to be incredible.